If you're carrying injuries, you want to get back in the water, this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Simon, and today we're talking about boards that get you back in the water without affecting your injuries as bad as your little performance board you have been riding and don't really want to get rid of. You really want to stick with those smaller boards. Bigger boards is a whole different kettle of fish. As long as you're standing there doing not much, you're okay. But it's hard to go from a shortboard mine to a longboard mine because you think possibly it's going to alleviate injuries and how they affect you when you're surfing. So you may be wondering why I know this. We sell a lot of boards to injured people, but I have my own lower back injuries so I was supposed to have surgery on 11 years ago and have avoided and ride very different boards to compensate for my injuries. And in saying that, it generally means I'm riding something really short and with a lot of volume and needs to be refined in the tail and in the nose especially, in the tail especially, not so much the rest of the board, to overcome that buoyancy when you get one of those nice big waves that are a bit bigger, 3-foot day, 5-foot set comes through, you still want to enjoy that board. So in saying that, I've got a bean shape here. The bean shape has got more volume throughout the whole board, which basically means you've still got to have your paddle power. So if you've got shoulder injuries, not so much for you. Handles more like a skateboard. If you get the wrong size for your weight, it can feel a bit like a skimboard. So it's very important that you get right in the right range to suit you. I weigh 67.5 kilos. That is 33 litres at 5'4". Fits me like a glove. 5'6" is not bad. Still have heaps of fun. 5'8", horrible board, can't stand it. So it's very important you actually get not today's weight, not 15 years ago. Another board that I really like and is great for shoulder injuries is a Fishboard. You've got more volume forward in a traditional old school fish, not a modern low rail fish, but in an old school fish. So what that does, it's a bit like a bodyboarder. They're paddling and they're kicking and then they stop paddling and they push the front of the bodyboard down to create a new tipping point. Fishboards naturally have a more forward tipping point. So if we were comparing my performance board, I'm looking at 8 paddles to get a wave. The bean shape, I'm looking at 4 to 5. Fish shape, I'm lucky to be doing 4. It's on straight away. And so shoulder injuries is a fantastic board. A lot of back injuries, rides a bit more like a skateboard. You got the bean shape. And also just look at your mini-mals and your mid-lengths. If you're a bit heavier, then you can still throw around these boards without affecting your back or your injury too much. It's all about giving yourself time to get up. So you need that extra buoyancy to give you time. And then when you're on the wave, not being frustrated about the fact that it's too big for you and you really want something shorter. So you just got to work on where the buoyancy is and what suits your injury best. Honestly, bean for most injuries is great. Fish for shoulder and arm injuries is really good. Also, it's quite wide, so you've got a lot of stability there. And that's about it from me today. Feel free to give us a yell if you want to talk about any of this sort of stuff, because it's something we're selling a lot of, and we're finding more and more injured people trying to get back in the water. Oh yeah, it's not medical advice, by the way. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, all right?